my sisters, my people across this world, I stand before you, not just as a voice, but as a reflection of something that has already been stirring within you. Because whether you realize it or not, you've been feeling it. That quiet discomfort, that unshakable sense that something isn't right. Maybe it came to you while sitting at your job, staring at the screen, wondering how hours of your life can disappear without a single moment feeling meaningful. Maybe it came to you on your commute, surrounded by hundreds of people, yet feeling completely alone. Or maybe it came late at night, when everything finally got quiet, and you asked yourself a question you've been avoiding. Is this really my life? I come before you as Sébastianus Christiani Alvérius, the chosen leader of leaders, standing at the northern gate, not to control you, not to command you, but to remind you, because you already know. Let me tell you something real. There was a man working a corporate job for 15 years. Every morning, same alarm, same train, same desk, same conversations about weekends that felt exactly like weekdays. He made good money. One day, he realized something. He didn't remember the last time he felt alive. Not excited, not inspired. Alive. That man is not rare. That man is everywhere. There was a woman who did everything right. Went to school, got the degree, built the career. But every promotion came with more pressure, more stress, more expectation, and less peace. She found herself sitting in a car one day after work, not even wanting to go inside her own home, because she had nothing left to give. That woman is not weak. She is aware. You see, what many people call burnout is often the beginning of awakening, because for far too long, humanity has been operating inside a system that trains you to disconnect from yourself. A system that tells you, you are what you produce. You are what you earn. You are what others think of you. But never teaches you, you are enough without all of it. Let's talk about the 3D rat race, shall we? It looks like success on the outside, but inside, it's repetition. Wake up, rush, work, consume, distract, repeat. Let me give you another example. Two people wake up in the morning. One checks their phone immediately, emails, messages, social media. Within 5 minutes, their mind is already reacting, comparing, stressing. The other sits in silence for 5 minutes, breathes, thinks, censors themselves. Same world, two completely different realities. The system wants the first person because the first person is easier to control. The system thrives on distraction because the distracted mind does not ask questions, you see. Think about it. When was the last time you sat in silence without reaching for your phone? When was the last time you asked yourself, what do I actually want out of life? Not what society told you, not what your family expects. You. Because here's the truth. Most people are not living their lives. They are performing them. Posting happiness instead of feeling it. Chasing validation instead of purpose. Living for perception instead of truth. And the system rewards that performance, you see. It gives you likes, titles, status, but never fulfillment. Now, listen carefully, because this is where the awakening begins. There was a young man who lost everything. Job, relationship, stability. At first, he thought his life was over. But something unexpected happened. In the silence, in the absence of distraction, he met himself for the very first time. He realized he had been living for everyone else, trying to meet expectations, fit into roles, be accepted, but never asking, who am I really? That moment changed everything, because awakening is not always comfortable. Sometimes it comes through loss, sometimes through exhaustion, sometimes through complete breakdown. But what feels like an ending is often a beginning. Another example. Look at the people who left everything to start over. Not because they were reckless, but because they realized staying the same was more dangerous than change. Those are the ones who began to break the matrix, you see. Because the matrix is not a place. It is a pattern of thinking, a pattern of behavior, a pattern of fear. Fear being judged, fear failing, fear stepping outside the norm. But once you see it, you start to notice it everywhere. You see people working jobs they hate to afford lives they don't even enjoy. You see people chasing relationships because they're afraid to be alone. You see people constantly busy because they're afraid to sit still. And then you see yourself. And that's when it becomes real. Because awakening is not about pointing fingers. It is about taking responsibility. Responsibility for your thoughts, your choices, your direction. Let me be clear. Awakening does not mean you leave society. It means you stop being controlled by it. You can still work, but now you work with purpose. You can still build, but now you build with intention. You can still succeed, but now success is defined by you. Because the real shift is internal. It's when you no longer need constant validation, when you no longer chase every trend, when you no longer feel pressured to live a life that doesn't align with you. That is freedom. And when enough people reach that point, everything changes. Because systems don't exist through participation. And when conscious individuals begin to think differently, act differently, choose differently, the system must evolve. So today, this is not just a speech. This is a wake-up call to the one sitting at a desk feeling empty, to the one scrolling endlessly, looking for meaning, to the one exhausted from trying to keep up. You are not crazy. You are not broken. You are waking up. And now you have a choice. Go back to sleep, return to the routine, ignore the feeling. Or step forward, ask the questions, face the truth, and begin the process of becoming who you were always meant to be. Because the Matrix only holds power over those who refuse to see it. And the moment you see it, you are already free. The time is now. Ashe.
The shift has begun. Alignment is no longer optional.
There comes a moment when presence alone shifts the world.
Harmony, compassion, justice, not ideals, the foundation of what comes next.
Your homes were taken in silence, through deception, through lies. But what was taken will be returned. When it returns, it brings life back with it. Know your rights. Reclaim your home. Learn how.
That system is over. No crowds, no noise, no influence. Everything
Is declining, but humanity's search for God is rising. This is not the end. This is the beginning of cosmic governance. A structure becomes a planet becomes a network, and that network becomes the conscience of our species. We build paths for those who will follow.